Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to do some exceptional type of numbers called the Carmichael numbers. We'll start by first defining them. A given composite number n such that a to the power n minus 1 is congruent to 1 mod of n for all positive integers a, where a and n are relatively prime, are called Carmichael numbers. They are also called absolute pseudoprimes. They are named after the American mathematician Robert D. Carmichael. It was Nicholas Beager, a Dutch mathematician, who studied them further and was the first one to call them Carmichael numbers. According to Paul Erdos, the numbers were coined absolute pseudoprimes by D. H. Lehmer. Let's look at the journey of these numbers. In 500 BC, Chinese knew that p divides 2 to the power p minus 2 for all prime p. They also assumed if n divides 2 to the power n minus 2, then n is prime. Later on, it was seen that it was not true for all n. Let's take n is equal to 341. 341 is a composite number. It's a product of 11 and 31. And you can see that 341 still divides 2 to the power 341 minus 2. Although it divides, it is not prime. In 1640, Fermat said the fact that n divides 2 to the power n minus 2 whenever n is prime is not an isolated phenomena. Indeed, if n is a prime, n divides a to the power n minus a for all integers a. If it does not, it's composite. So any base can be taken instead of 2. In 1899, Courcelle gave the following result. N divides a to the power n minus a for all integers a if and only if n is square free, and p minus 1 divides n minus 1 for all primes p dividing n. But he did not furnish it with any examples. Maybe he thought there are no such n. In 1910, Carmichael showed such n exists. He discovered them while investigating Fermat's pseudoprimes. In his paper, Note on a Newth number theoretic function, he gave first four: 561, 1105, 1729 and 2465, all of them being a product of three prime factors. The number 1729, you know, is the famous Ramanujan number. It is the smallest integer which can be expressed as sum of two cubes in two different ways. Let's look at this example. Take n to be 561. As we've already seen, 561 is a product of three primes, 3, 11 and 17. A square, you can see, will be congruent to 1 mod 3, a to the power 10 will be congruent to 1 mod of 11, and a to the power 16 will be congruent to 1 mod of 17. Now first one you raise to the power 280 on both the sides, second one you raise to the power 56 on both the sides, and the third one to the power 35 on both the sides. You will see we get a to the power 560 is congruent to 1 modulus 3 into 11 into 17. A to the power 560 will be congruent to 1 mod of 561, and with a condition GCD of A and 561 is 1. 561 will now be a Carmichael number as it follows the rule given above. Carmichael gave 11 more in his 1912 paper and stated that his list might be indefinitely extended. He found Carmichael numbers with 4 and 5 prime factors too. The first one you can see has 4 factors. Second and third have 5 factors each. Let's revisit the theorem we did earlier, and we would apply that to an integer 1729. So the theorem states let n be a composite square free integer and let m be p1 into p2 into pr, where pi's are all distinct primes. And if pi minus 1 divides n minus 1 for I value 1 to r, then n is a Carmichael number. Let's take n to be 1729. We have seen 1729 is nothing but 7 into 13 into 19. So our P1 is 7, P2 is 13 and P3 is 19. The differences P1 minus 1, P2 minus 1 and P3 minus 1 are nothing but 6, 12 and 18. You can see 6 divides 1728, 12 divides 1728 and 18 divides 1728, where 1728 is nothing but n minus 1. And we get 288, 144, 96. So our number 1729 is a Carmichael number. Let's look at this theorem. n is equal to p1 into p2 dash 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 into pk is a Carmichael number if and only if the pi's are distinct prime and L, the LCM of p1 minus 1, p2 minus 1 dash 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 pk minus 1 divides n minus 1. Let's again take the example of n is equal to 1729. Now, here our three different distinct primes are 7, 13 and 19, and if we take the LCM of 7 minus 1, 13 minus 1 and 19 minus 1, you will see the LCM comes out to be 36, and 36 divides 1729 minus 1. So 1729 is a Carmichael number. Erdős also gave a method for constructing Carmichael numbers in 1949. What was his method? He took some integer L. Next, he found all the primes P for which P minus 1 divided L, but he did not divide L. Then he found all the primes from 2 such that the product is congruent to 1 mod of L, and this product gave the Carmichael number. To make it computationally practical, Alford modified the method. So what was his method? Find primes P such that for every A lying in the closed interval 1L, where GCD of A and L is 1, there is a subset P1, P2 going up to Pk of P for which the product P1 into P2 dash 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 into Pk is congruent to A mod of L. Then the product P1 into P2 dash 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 into Pk form the Carmichael number. Alford, Granville and Pomerantz proved in 1992 there are more than x to the power 2 by 7 Carmichael numbers up to x when x is sufficiently large. This has been improved to x to the power 1 by 3. It was also given that the Carmichael numbers have greater than log x upon log of x to the power 1 plus epsilon prime factors for each fixed epsilon positive once x is sufficiently large depending on epsilon. Daniel Lawson, in his paper Bertrand's postulate for Carmichael numbers, proved that the ratio of successive Carmichael numbers tends to 1 for delta positive and x sufficiently large. In terms of delta, there are at least log x, there are at least e to the power log x upon log of x 2 plus delta Carmichael numbers between x and x plus x upon log x to the power 1 upon 2 plus delta. In 1939, J. Chernick, while trying to find the connection between prime tuples and Carmichael numbers, observed that the product of the three factors 6k plus 1, 12k plus 1 and 18k plus 1 is a Carmichael number whenever all the three factors are prime. You can see for k value 1, 6, 35, 45, 51, 55, 56 and 100, we get the Carmichael numbers for k value less than equal to 100. Let's look at some facts about Carmichael numbers. There are infinitely many Carmichael numbers. This was proved by Andrew Granville, Carl Pomerantz and W. Red Alford in 1992. They are sparsely spaced and are rare. There are 1547 Carmichael numbers up to 1 billion. Let's look at few facts from the recreational mathematics. 1729 and 294409 are both Carmichael numbers, and so is their product. 1729 and 63973 are both Carmichael numbers, and it's interesting to see that 1729 is a factor of 63973. In 1990, Dubner and H. Nelson discovered two Carmichael numbers that are product of three Carmichael numbers, one being 97 digits long and the other one 124 digits. So why are Carmichael numbers of interest? They are used in cryptography, in Miller-Rubin tests, for analyzing and improving stronger primality tests. Algorithms can be validated by checking whether it can distinguish Carmichael numbers from prime numbers or not. In testing security flaws. Thank you for watching. Wait for another new topic in my next video. For detailed notes and practice problems and class lectures, you can go to my website www.profprithyvajpayee.com.